Hi, welcome to Wood Chipped Woodworking. Today is a follow-up to the little vase I made last week that I said about making these little tulips. So today I'm going to make a tulip for you for your sweetheart for Valentine's Day. As you know, we're well into February right now. I think we're the 4th of February. So Valentine's Day is basically 10 days away. So you need to prepare for that. So I'm going to show you how to make a tulip really easily out of scrap pieces of wood. Basically, they're 2.5 inch square pieces, about 2 inches, 2.5 inches long. So first of all, we're going to get started. This is video number 7. If you like my videos, please like, share, subscribe, help this channel grow. My whole purpose of this is to teach different ideas in wood turning. I do things a little bit differently than others. This doesn't mean that my way is the only way. My dad always said there's more than one way to skin a cat. So this is the way we're going to do it today. So this is my version of making a tulip. So basically I'm going to take this little 2.5 inch square block. I got to find my center. So I go through, I got my little center finder here. I go through and I mark my center. Typically you want to be as precise as you can, and then we go from there. Once you get the centers marked on both ends, I'm going to adjust the camera, so hang on one second here. All right, so we adjusted the camera. All right, so what we did was we found our center here, marked it, found a little centering jig, marked it on that. So I'm going to mark a second one here. I just went across corner to corner. You can make this out of any kind of wood. This just happens to be a piece of walnut, and this happens to be a piece of cherry. So these are just scrap pieces of wood I had in my shop that I thought I would be use sometime. So that's what I did. So now that we've got our center marked, the next thing we want to do is measure down a inch. Roughly an inch from the top. We'll put a mark there, and we want to put a mark all the way around the sides of it. So I'm going to do that all the way around the sides, inch down basically. And got my 4 sides marked. Okay. Same thing. I'm going to do that one, the second one, real quick, just in case you didn't see it the first time. Got an inch there, so we're going to mark it all the way around, and this doesn't have to be precise, but as accurate as you can get it is all it is. So we got that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to drill a 3/4 inch hole in the center. So I'm going to take you over the drill press. So I'm going to pause. So okay, so now I'm back at my drill press. I just took a parallel clamp, and what I want to do is hold this. So I'm laying it flat on my drill press table, and I'm just going to tighten my clamp up to hold it. I just want to hold it flat and try to get my center hole in. And I'm going to drill this hole about 1.5 inches, somewhere in that general area. So here we go. We're going to drill hole in there. I like to raise my bit just a hair and just let it clean out. Keeps the bit from getting too hot. Drilling away. So I made these years ago for my sweetheart. When I first met my wife, I made her tulips, and I made her a dozen roses for Valentine's Day one year. So she always had flowers from me. So I told her I was too cheap to buy flowers every year, so I made her a dozen roses. So, but I wouldn't say I'm too cheap because I buy her flowers every so often, sometimes for no reason, just to let her know that I'm thinking about her and that I love her. So we're going to do the second blank real quick while we're at it. So like I said, this piece is a piece of walnut. You can use any kind of wood you want to use for this. I've used Purple Heart, cherry, maple. I got actually one here that I'm going to do after we're done. I'll show you an interesting way of coloring them. I got a piece of oak there that I've got one done, and I'm going to actually put some liming wax on. I'll show you that at the very end. So we got our two blanks drilled here. Now let's go back over to my bench there, and we'll show you what the next step. All right, so we'll continue on with our little project here. So I got my 1 inch mark there. So the next thing I want to do is I want to find the center of two sides. So this is 1 3/4 inches. So that would be 1/2 inch, 3/4 would be 7/8 would be the center. So I put a line right there, kind of take it all the way to the top. Do the same thing on this side, 7/8 right there. One right there. All right. So then that found my center. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1/4 inch on each side and put a mark at the top. And there. Take my straight edge. I got to do my other side. 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Hang on one sec. So I'm taking my square, or my straight edge, and I'm finding my 1/4 inch mark, and I'm going to make a line to that center mark, just like that. Both sides. Do the same thing with this one. And it doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so this one here happens to be 1 7/8 inches. So 1/2, 3/4. So, oh, I already got my center mark made. Duh. Anyway, 1/4 inch from there, 1/4 inch from there. Center mark here. I didn't mark that. So yeah, that's the center mark. And here, you kind of want to make these blanks as square as possible when you make them. Oh, wrong side. Yeah, you want to make sure you put your marks on the whole side with the hole on it, so you get them in the right thing. That was my mistake. I got sidetracked here a little bit. 1/4 inch on both sides. So I want to make sure it doesn't have to be exact. And then you just take center mark there. Okay. So you get something like that, what you want to see. You might be able to see it better on that one. So then we'll take and we'll go to our bandsaw here, and we're going to cut these. So hang on one second, I'll move you to the So here's our bandsaw, and we're going to cut these out. So we're going to cut a V mark on that. I'm just going to straight down there. that. We'll do our other one real quick. If you go past your line, it's not that big of a deal. Right there. All right, so we got our little pieces cut out. Now, the thing that I like to do is I like to go over and sand these while they're square, so that's easier to sand. So let's go over to our sander here. So here we are at our sander here. We're going to sand these edges, so I just turn the sander on. As you can see, I got them all sanded there, and we're ready to roll for the next step. So here we go. All right, we're back at the lathe. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on there. And what I did was I made this little mandrel out of a piece of oak here to fit inside there. It's 3/4 an inch, so it fits down in the hole. This will fit right on top of there, nice and snug, like that. And then what I'll do is I'll run my tailstock up to support it, nice and easy, and basically we're going to round it over. So let's round it over and see what we got. I'm going to use my skew. I got a little 1-inch skew here. I'm going to round it over there. Like I said, you know, there's no right or wrong. It's just this is the way I like to do it, and I like using a skew. So that's what we're going to use today. So face shield on, and we're ready to roll. Here we go. I'm running right around 700 RPMs. You can run a little faster, but I'm just going to round it over is all I'm going to do. Crank her up a little bit more. Make sure we got a good hold on it. Just want to tick off the corners. I'm going from the center out on both directions. Take off the corners is all we got going here. And this don't have to be exact. You can hear the chips hitting the face shield, so that's why it's a good idea to wear a face shield. And as you can see, I'm starting from about the center and just starting to shape the tulip. And I'm just going out to the end, nice and easy. And you can do this in different ways. I've done them where they flared out, and I've done them kind of what I'm doing now is that. Let's see if I got all my corners off. So, yeah, it's looking good. All right, so basically that shape there I'm going to leave. I'm going to take this the rest of the way down. I'm going to revert to my skew, my spindle gouge. and we're going to go from there. So forming the base of the tulip. And I like to leave just a little bit of a indentation here. This is the tricky part. Okay, there's our basic tulip shape right there. I'm liking that. That looks pretty good in my opinion. So now what I want to do is I want to take that down so that I can drill a hole for my stem. So I'll take my tailstock away. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and drill my hole first before I take that down. So I'm knocking out my tailstock, my drive, and I got my drill in there, and this is about, I think it's 11/64 inch bit. You'll see how it's wobbling a little bit. That's all right. It's kind of nice and gentle. I'm going to go down about 1/2 inch or so. It's 1/4. I'm watching my skew. There we go. Okay. Take that back. I'm going to pop out my drill chuck. And you can do that off the lathe or on the lathe, whichever you prefer. I'm going to put my cone on so that I can reach around that a little bit. Make life easier. And gravity still works. Hey, how about that, guys? Gravity still works. I know you guys were worried about that, wondering if gravity was still going to work after the groundhog, seen his shadow. So we got spring right around the corner. Winter's about done. Even though I don't think we've had much of a winter this year. But nevertheless, Punxsutawney Phil seen his shadow, and so did Buckeye Chuck. So we're going to take that little nubbin off right there. And all I'm going to do is nice and easy, just like that. Come back, push that on a little bit. No, I'm not going to worry about that. All right, let me find my little stem. So this is like a skewer. Just push that in there. There's our tulip. What do you think? Not bad. Now, just to decorate this up, what I do is I take these here and we'll polish them a little bit. And I'll polish this one real quick with some finish, just to give you an idea of what we've got. I'm going to take the drive out for a minute, or the cone off. And just want to run this up just so it holds it in place. And we'll finish it real quick. So I'm going to grab some finish. All right, we're going to do a quick finish on this. This is just an Australian oil, Aussie oil, I guess is what they call it. Hope you can see that. I just got a rag here. Take a little bit of this. It's like a shellac polish. And I'm just going to rub it in. And you can use any finish that you desire. This is just something that I thought would be a quick, easy finish. Beeswax finish works well. You can polyurethane if you like. Give them a nice shine with polyurethane. You can use linseed oil, whichever you prefer. Like I said, there's not a right and a wrong answer to this. So once I get a good coat on it, I'm going to take it and I'm just going to rub it the thing. Rub it in real good. I'm going to speed it up, and I'm going to let the friction do its job. So put that on there like so. Alrighty. So that's one way of finishing it. So you can see, looks pretty nice there. And then I'll just rub some oil down in the bottom of that, and we'll be all set for that one. So now what I want to do is I want to show you what liming wax is. So I got one here that I finished earlier. Brought my tailstock up there. Basically, I got this, it's a liming wax, York or Hampshire wax. I need a rag. Oh. All right, so I got me a little rag here, and this is pink, and this is a piece of oak. So what I do is I take this, just put a little bit on my rag, and I rub it into the grain, like so. You'll see how it takes and absorbs into the grain. I find this is kind of interesting. Highlights the grain, all the figure of the wood, all this good stuff. And it doesn't take much to do here. Get it all around there and just kind of rub it in best you can. All right, you see that? And you take your rag, pull it up, and then you just take this, you just kind of rub it in. Need a little bit more pressure on it. Once you get that up there, crank it up. Like that. And you can see adds a little bit of a different character to that, you know, so it makes it interesting. Well, folks, hope you enjoyed the video. Simple little treat for you. Put that on there, and there we go. Put that in our vase, and there we have. So hang on one second here. So there we have our little, finished off the thing, the little vase here that we made last week. This was video number 6. So I just did you a tulip, video number 7. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Help me grow this channel. And again, you know, wherever you're watching it from, put a comment in below that says where you're watching. I'm kind of curious on how far out I'm reaching, who's seeing my videos. And if you got comments, good, bad, indifferent, maybe you got another idea of how I can improve the way I do things, welcome all kinds of comments. As I said, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just we're all trying to get to the same point. So feel free to like and subscribe. And don't forget to make a little man glitter. All right, have a good day. And don't forget your sweetheart. Valentine's Day is 10 days away. All right, take care. God bless. Bye.